Hello and welcome once again to IPL Fantasy Chit Chat, and today we are going to talk about match number 8 between Kolkata Knight Riders and Sunrisers Hyderabad, and this game will be played in Abu Dhabi, which is the proverbial home ground or the assigned home ground for Kolkata Knight Riders in the 2020 IPL. So first of all, let's talk about Kolkata Knight Riders. They lost their initial game against Mumbai Indians by 49 runs, and it was not a great start of the tournament for them, or in fact for Sunrisers Hyderabad, who also lost their first game to Royal Challengers Bangalore by 10 runs. So both the teams had an off start to the tournament, a false start to the tournament, and they'll be looking to set things right in the second game and get those 2 points on the table. So again, talking about Kolkata Knight Riders first, it was a bit of a disbalanced top order. People expected Rahul Tripathi and Sunil Narayan to open the innings. It was Shubman Gill, then Nitish Rana, Dinesh Karthik up at 4, Evan Morgan and Andre Russell at number 5 and 6. It was a deep batting lineup, but again, it seemed a bit of disbalance. They need to get that equation right, and maybe then they will be able to push on towards a higher score. Of course, Mumbai Indians were beyond par on that particular day, so it was pretty interesting how they set themselves up. But Kolkata Knight Riders also not doing too well with the ball. Pat Cummins on his first IPL appearance had a bit of an off time. So, there's a lot of scope for improvement, but again, whether they want to continue with Morgan and Russell at number 5 and 6, that's a little too deep in terms of making an impact. Sunil Narayan up top. So a bit more balanced approach in their batting lineup is the requirement of the day going ahead for Kolkata Knight Riders. A lot of room for improvement, a lot of scope for improvement, and they'll be eager to get onto the park and setting things right in the game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now let us take a look at the Hyderabad side, and again it's the same thing that we find with Sunrisers Hyderabad as well, a bit of a disbalanced top order, or at least in terms of the overseas picks, because they have David Warner and Johnny Bairstow. Then they opted for Mitchell Marsh and Rashid Khan, which seemed an optimal choice on paper, because they had Manish Pandey at number 3, they had the youngster Priyam Garg at number 4. But after that, things just got a bit disbalanced, just got away because they lacked that firepower in the lower order. Of course, Mitchell Marsh's injury did not help, and that injury has ruled him out of the IPL. So what did they do? They went ahead and they got another overseas player replacement. They got another all-rounder in Jason Holder, which is again interesting because now you still have to choose between Kane Williamson, Jason Holder and Mohammad Nabi in the later order. So it's an interesting mix. It depends as to really what Sunrisers Hyderabad want to do, whether they want to continue with Warner and Bairstow up top, because that creates a little bit of imbalance in their batting lineup. Manish Pandey slotting very, very well in his number 3 role, which is what he's been brought in to do. A bit more chopping and changing perhaps in the bowling department as well. Khalil Ahmed is somebody who could get a look in ahead of T. Natarajan. That left arm angle, the left arm pacer's angle, could give them a bit more variation in their bowling attack. So again, like Kolkata Knight Riders, they also need a bit of a balanced approach in their playing 11. Interesting what happens on the day in this particular game. So what will be our combined fantasy 11 in this particular match? Again, batting heavy and all-rounder heavy. That's the aspect we will take from both sides. You can have David Warner, you can have Johnny Bairstow, Nitish Rana, Shubman Gill, Evan Morgan. With Johnny Bairstow keeping wickets, Dinesh Karthik perhaps doesn't come into the picture. Yes, he bats at number 4, but again remains to be seen what Kolkata Knight Riders will eventually do. But then of course you must have Andre Russell, you must have Sunil Narayan, you must have Rashid Khan, and of course if somebody like a Mohammad Nabi makes an entrance, then you need to balance that as well. In the bowling department, Kuldeep Yadav, Bhuvneshwar Kumar will be shoe-in, and then you have to find that balance between Shivam Mavi, Khalil Ahmed or T. Natarajan. If Khalil Ahmed plays, that will be an interesting pick given, like I said, the left arm angle. Again, bottom line, it's a lot of permutations and combinations in terms of what their choices are, what they want to do in their batting lineup, and it will govern the fantasy picks as well.